We are now entering into the light of the gay village. Like my own journey, this is a journey from the murky underground and out into the open. This area is seen by the outside world as being the area where the gay community hang out. But the use of the word community may be inaccurate in its strictest sense. After all, we are but a collection of individuals who all share the same sexuality. In many ways, this area is a microcosm of society, but a society without prejudice, where people feel free enough to be who they really are, free of the constraints of what constitutes normal. After all, how many people do you know with 2.4 children?
You know there's going to be other gay people here. You know it's a very safe space in Manchester where you can come and socialise and not worry about any discrimination, any hassle, any violence or any of that kind of thing. So it's a little safe haven, really.
The gay village is evolved into a collection, I feel, at the moment of liberated people of all persuasions. Obviously, it is a gay village, so that means predominantly gay men and lesbians. But there are many other groups involved in the village as well, transvestites, transsexuals, and even straight people.
People are coming in from quite far afield, so they wouldn't be classed, I suppose, as being part of a community, because obviously community suggests that groups of people get together as a pressure group to change this or change that or whatever. That hasn't happened as yet. But I think that as more come into the village, more businesses come into the village, we do have housing properties round about here. It's not all the city centre. And I think that they will then start to come in as well and use it during the day.
Like all traditional villages, there is an old and a new quarter. This is Bloom Street, where the gay village first evolved, and now home to more daytime services. This area has always had a lively past. Early this century, it was home to a number of out-of-hours drinking clubs. Then, 40 years ago, the New Union, Napoleon's and the Rembrandt opened their doors to a gay clientele.
It was always a discreet gay presence. I mean, perhaps one or two pubs and a club. And that was probably because of the homophobia that was around, the non-acceptance of the situation. And I feel that under former chief constables as well, that there was an antagonistic attitude created towards gay people.
I've said things about homosexuals, and I don't withdraw any of those remarks. It is a form of human behaviour that I simply cannot countenance or support.
But in life, the only permanent state is change, which brings me to the new quarter, Canal Street, the hedonistic highway of Gaychester. With the Anderson era behind us, the village entered the media spotlight. The phenomenal success of clubs like Flesh and Paradise quickly earned the media tag of Gaychester. The upbeat, positive attitudes the gay clubs injected into Manchester nightlife proved the perfect antidote to the urban violence of Gunchester. The trendy style press were falling over themselves to write articles on this vibrant scene, and the straight community jumped on the bandwagon by joining the queue. There really is more to understanding gay issues than dancing around one's handbag. One may be equal on the dance floor, but that does not lower the age of consent. The media concentrates on the podium preening, ignoring the real issues behind the dancing. There really is more to queer culture than just our sense of style.
Young people are seeing it as a nightlife attraction. So as publicity is now becoming quite widespread, then that is obviously attracting people, if only because of curiosity and because they know that they're probably going to have a good time. So there are people who are quite worried about the publicity and the people that are now coming into the village. There is obviously this innate fear in gay people that we might be losing that identity as a result of it, and then with that the consequent more violent attacks against gay people.
It is a tourist attraction. I mean, if you look at the August Bank Holiday last year, just walking around, the amount of foreign voices you heard and the amount of, sort of American accents, Canadian accents, there was people who'd flown from all over the world to come here for that weekend. So that's bringing a lot of money into the city, which has got to be a very good thing as well. The whole Manchester sort of scene is now in travel guides, like The Guide, the USA magazine. They come and feature Manchester every year and show all the new bars and everything else. So yeah, it's pulling money into the city, and it's a good tourist attraction, it really is.
The Gay Village is a business and commercial centre. Behind the party atmosphere is the clinking of cash registers. The mood is very upbeat. In order to get involved in that beat, you need money. This area has gained acceptance, particularly with the straight business community, by being financially viable. There really is power with the pink pound.
There's no denying that the business has been the nucleus for the development of the area. Recently, the village has really exploded, and a whole range of diverse businesses now, other than the nucleus of gay pubs and clubs, which are always the mainstay of the village. But now there are businesses like gay solicitors moving into the area, like gay hairdressers, gay taxi companies, gay restaurants, which are high quality eating places that of course attract the whole of the community.
I've never seen another area of any city develop in the way it has in the few years I've been here. I mean, just for instance, the building just across the way, it's been bought, it's been turned into apartments. There's 2 buildings up the road that planning permission have been applied for, bars and clubs and things, and it's just a total regeneration of the area. I think the sudden realisation of like the strength of the pink pound and all the kind of media coverage of that has changed attitudes enormously in this city. It puts us as part of the respectable business community, and that's the way that sort of straight people like to see things, and it just puts us kind of on a very firm footing.
The village is actually starting to grow, and people are becoming aware of that now, and as I said, if we're going to start getting more facilities, then people are going to see that yes, there is a real community here, or developing. All that we're about is being equal among equals, and of course in that sense, if people are going to be educated, accept us, then I don't see why there should be a problem with that.
The gay community has a lot to offer to the straight world in its tolerance, in its new ideas, in fashions and music, and just general tolerance and acceptance. After all, it's the diversity of the groups that makes life interesting. A pretty boring old world if we were all identical.
My hopes for the future for this area are just that it becomes bigger, better, stronger, and that it does stay predominantly gay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see you all along Canal Street. We are the most loving people. We are the most tolerant people. The 21st century is just around the corner. What a shame the rest of the world isn't like this area. One day, the whole world will be as cool and as laid back as we are. The good Lord willing. Thank you very much.
I guess someday we'll be free. I guess someday